glad to be a member of the human race, and we need to push that frontier. I don't want to get too far ahead of ourselves with SpaceX, but I think we could potentially send someone to Mars as soon as 10 years, and I'd be disappointed if it took us longer than 20. But then going beyond that, what's important is not to sort of have a flags and footprints mission, but to develop the technologies that could allow people to move to Mars if they wanted to. And I think that threshold number for where it would become kind of a self-sustaining reaction is around $500,000. So that's really the key question. Can you get it down to where the cost of moving to Mars plus enough to get going is equivalent to a middle-class house in California? Yeah. Because then you can sell your stuff and move, right? And then, okay.
That's how people came here to start with. Yeah,
right.
That's true. How my parents came here. Yeah.
I think that's possible. I wasn't sure it was possible. In fact, I'm still not 100% sure it's possible, but but I now think it is possible. Basic architecture and design in mind that I think could accomplish that. Yeah, in that time frame.
I have one more question to ask you, then I'll turn it over for questions from the crowd. You've given us now almost half an hour of really inspiring and encouraging things to think about. That most of our power will come in these from these solar installations. That most of the cars will be running for a tenth the mile cost per mile. They'll be going to Mars in 10 or 20 years.
Yeah.
You must have noted that the prevailing mood in the U.S. right now is not quite that encouraging.
People are too negative, really. And it's like people should lighten up a little, I think, honestly.
and so, I mean, one... But it's my duty, of course, to press on the scab of optimism, or the scab of pessimism, which is that for example,
scab of optimism, geez.
About the festering sore of pessimism, okay. I can say that many of the fundamentals that have made Americans successful in research over the years seem to be less invested in now than in the future. We still have people coming from around the world like you to make this the arena for their talents, which is America's greatest asset in my view. But universities are having troubles, et cetera, et cetera. Do you think on the objective merits, how do you think about America's position right now as an arena for the kind of innovation you're discussing?
Sure. Well, actually, she mentioned my grandfather was American, and I was named after my great-grandfather, who was from Minnesota. That's where my name comes from. It's not at all exotic. So I'm really returning to my ancestral homeland.